Hey everybody, Mike Freeland. You know where I'm at. I'm in my backyard. This is where I do all of my thinking and everything under my favorite tree, which probably won't be here, unfortunately, next year. But in any event, this is where I be. Listen, guys, I was sitting, as I do, I've been doing quite a bit here the last few days, thinking about things to share as far as how this Z Black card can actually benefit and in our communities, and by that I mean in the black community, one of the most businesses you'll see that's black owned is churches and places of worship, not from whatever uh, the belief is, and they always are looking for ways to raise funds for various events or what have you. And most traditionally, it has always been, um, cooking dinners, fish dinners, chicken dinners, car wash, services all during the week. And then on top of that, they request offerings and things on Sundays. And then they still find out that their expenses require more intake of money. So what I want to do is I want you guys, while I get back into the house and get settled, I want you guys to take a look at this video. This video is a satire video, if you will, of a church meeting, but you'll get the idea. And then after this video, I'm going to share with you guys how you can actually take this Z Black Card opportunity and get it into your church and into the organizations within your church, and how the entire church can benefit on residual income. Now, not only for churches, I'm using church as an example, but I mean any business or organization that are looking for ways to fundraise. This will work perfectly, but I'm just using church as an example because most everyone is familiar with uh, the church and how it's structured. So take a look at this and we'll be back.
Well, gentlemen, I ain't gonna sit here and lie. This year's been pretty tough. It's been really tough. Matter of fact, we actually is in the red. So we gonna have to figure out a way at this meeting how to get ourselves out the red.
Excuse me, Deep. I just got to ask you, where's Pastor?
Well, do I look like Pastor? Do I look like Pastor? No, I don't know where Pastor is. Do you know where Pastor is?
No, sir.
Oh, cause I didn't think you did. Judging the question you asked, I didn't think you knew. By show of hands, who thought he knew where Pastor was?
Okay, man of God, we're gonna have to continue this meeting in an orderly fashion. So, in the handbook here, it does say if Pastor's not here, then the next person in charge would have to be the head deacon, which would be Deacon Mack. So, Deacon Mack, would you lead us further into this meeting, please?
Why Deacon Mack the head deacon? I don't know how that happens.
Okay, keyboard kid, sit over there. This ain't gonna take long, I promise. Look at all these deacons and all these elders and ministers. Y'all just look so beautiful around this table. Look, I'm sorry that I was late, okay? I had to get a headshot done. It's a celebrity thing. Y'all wouldn't know anything about it. But, listen, this is what I have suggested for us to get out of the red this year. Are y'all taking notes? Sit down, Matt. What I got thinking is... Thank you. What I got thinking was that we need to do this. We need an appreciation service for me. And the only reason I'm asking for this is I think it'll draw more people to the temple. Oh, y'all didn't hear me in here today.
Pastor, that's a terrible idea. Every time we open the doors of the church, we got to turn the heat on. We got to turn the light on. We got to turn electricity on. Electricity on.
Hold up, Mac. Before you speak, I got something to say. It ain't that bad to turn no lights on, no electricity on, and no heat on. You act like it costs a fortune. Listen, we need an appreciation service, and we need it at least twice a month, y'all. We've been slacking. My wife ain't been appreciated since June. I'm talking June of '08. That's ridiculous.
All I'm saying is how we gonna appreciate all these people if we ain't got no money?
Oh, here we go. Money, money, money. That's all we ever talk about in these meetings. Why can't we talk about other stuff besides money?
Pastor, he's actually right. There's no way we can pull off another appreciation service. If you look at what we've done lately, everything's ended up in the red. We can't afford to keep this church if we do a couple more appreciations.
Listen to me. Listen. Okay, fine. We won't do no appreciation. I see your hand, Mac. I'll get to you. We don't do no appreciation services then. How about that? But what I do want is a statue. Can we get a statue just in front of the church, just right around the corner where I park my Lincoln? We can just put it right there. It can just stand. It can go like this. Like that. That look good, right?
We can't afford no statue, what I'm trying to say.
Elder!
This church, when your father founded this church, it was founded on the principles of good, wise money spending. You have totally flipped
Oh,
the
that
script,
is
young man.
ridiculous. I don't know what you talking about, but I do know this. Don't make me get all ghetto up in here, because you obviously don't like me, and I obviously don't like you.
Pastor, calm down. It's gonna be okay.
Am I
It's
okay?
gonna be okay.
Okay.
We got to calm down, and we got
Okay.
to handle this like Jim.
Everything just turned white.
Like man of God.
Okay, we gonna handle this like man of God. Keyboard kid, go get your piano. Matt, I see your hand. I'm gonna get to you in a second. But first, everybody put your pens down real quick. You know, they say you learn things a lot faster if you put them to music. Listen, who's the pastor of this church? I think I'm the pastor of this here church. So all I'm asking is for a little appreciation service. Good Lord. It's no appreciation. I see your hand, Mac. I'm gonna get to you in a second. Wow! M-E-P-R-E-C-I-A-T-I-O-N. That is what I need from them. M-E-P-R-E-C-I-A-T-I-O-N. Yeah! I need it. Come on. Yeah. Good Lord. Good Lord. Where's my appreciation?
Okay, guys, I'm back. That was kind of humorous about the churches and the board meetings and pretty much the way that they raise money. However, it's not really far from the truth in certain situations. And ever since pretty much there's been a black church or churches in general, there's always a need for fundraising. Again, like I said earlier, I'm not just specifically talking about just for black churches. This is for any church. As a matter of fact, it's for any type of organization, especially like nonprofits or what have you, that are looking for ways to fund money or get funding or do fundraising. So this opportunity here is crazy. I just want to give you an example of how you could use this for fundraising for a church. So you go in, you talk to someone, or even at your church, if you're a member of the opportunity, you go in and you present this, and they like the idea. Well, one way you can do it is you put the business in the church's name and let everybody that wants to be, whether they just want to be a customer or if they want to do the business, they can all come in like that. And the church will receive the monthly residuals and everything on a month-to-month basis. So there's always new funds or extra funds coming in every month. And this goes for putting, the pastor in under everybody or that participate goes under the church. You don't want to put someone that's a leader at the top and then put everybody under them, because let's say, for example, you did that with a pastor and your pastor retires or he's gone to another church or whatever happens and he's no longer there. He'll still be reaping the benefits from the church, and you don't want to do that. You want to put the church in and then put everybody under like that. Another way you can do it is you can put the church in again, and then you can build teams within the church based on various auxiliaries. You have your women's auxiliary, your men's, your usher board, your choir, your junior choir, whatever. You can pick someone from each one of those auxiliaries to be in charge and make sure that the members in that auxiliary get in, and then they individually share, and then month after month you guys can see what auxiliary is actually bringing in uh, funds for the church as a fundraiser on a month-to-month basis. This kind of lets everybody be responsible. Everybody that wants to help their local church or whatever organization, and everybody can be rewarded, and ultimately the church, the daycare, the nonprofit organization, or whatever it is, will ultimately be receiving residual income on a month-to-month basis. Now, if somebody decides, hey, I want to do this, I see the potential, and I want to do this and become a representative and do the business and build my own team outside of the church, sure, they could do that too, because ultimately still whatever they do, their church is going to reap financial benefit. And it's all about that, helping the church so that they can eliminate the chicken dinners, they can eliminate the fish dinner, they can eliminate a lot of the other services that a lot of people don't participate in anyway. They can eliminate a lot of traditional, which they considered fundraising, car wash and all, and have this be an ongoing fundraiser. So if this sounds like something that's interesting to you and you want to present it to your church, get in contact with me. I can sit down and I can be more in detailed. I didn't want to make this a really long video, but I can be more in detailed and show you exactly how you can do this, and you can get your church involved and ultimately create some long-term residual income for your church or your organization on a month-to-month basis. So with that, I hope I helped you guys out a little bit, gave you some ideas of what to think about, and we look forward to talking to you soon. Take care. Have a fantastic day.